Today is a really important day, and that is because we are taking Sharky, aka the van, to have its self-contained assessment. For those of you who have followed our journey will know that I've worked tirelessly over the last 9 months to transform this old builder's van into our dream off-grid camper. There have been highs and there have been lows, but everything I've done in this period of time has been with the sole objective of creating a comfortable and compliant home on wheels, which we can use to explore New Zealand and create lasting memories. I've followed a set of guidelines to ensure that our van is compliant with New Zealand's self-contained legislation and to achieve the certification we need for a truly self-sufficient off-grid camper. This is only the start of the journey, so if you have enjoyed what you've seen so far, please support us by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It's completely free. So those of you not in New Zealand probably won't know what a self-contained assessment is. Well, essentially it's to ensure that your van has its own water supply, your grey waste, toilet facilities and somewhere to dispose of your rubbish safely without leaving it out in the environment. And if you are fortunate enough to become self-contained, you receive a green sticker and you're allowed to freedom camp, which means you can camp in areas that don't have facilities, i.e. the wilderness, which is very appealing to me. So a lot is riding on this assessment, so fingers crossed. Right. So I've just got to the centre, but it's not until 1 o'clock the assessment and it's 22, so he's asked me to go away. Fortunately I know a little cafe across the road that me and Rebecca had been to, so cup of tea and carrot cake. So it's a fail. There's a list of things that I've got to do to get it to the standard. Nothing major, but I'll pull over and we'll go through it and we'll show you how particular they are. We failed our self-contained assessment. Couldn't have chose a worse day really, because the guy was being audited by the Ministry of whatever, so there was 2 guys there inspecting him. So he's inspecting me and our van, they're inspecting him, so we weren't going to get any favours today. Anyway, let's go through this list. So we pretty much failed before the assessment even started because of this. Our Thetford porta potty 365 is not compliant. Everything I read on the internet said this was compliant because you can get a kit which fixes it down, which you can see down there. That bracket fixes the toilet in place and then it's got a fixing at the back as well. Now apparently that isn't true. These aren't compliant, so straight away we failed before we'd even started the assessment because I'd mentioned that. So now we've got to find a toilet where you can remove the waste section but the actual other part of the toilet stays in place. Now they do supply one. It's $195 with the bracket, or $190 with the bracket including GST, which is probably about, I guess, 100 British pounds. It's not going to fit in this cabinet, But what you can do with that is you can mount it anywhere, even in an area that's not accessible. So I can mount it under the bed, and you can actually move the bed to go to the toilet. How ridiculous is that? Whereas obviously our toilet here, you slide that off, you take my extra strap off that I put in place, and then you just lift it out. But you're not allowed to have something where you need to remove the whole toilet to get the waste out. So this is not compliant. Number 2, our bin's not secured in place. We only bought it yesterday and we were deciding where to put it, but it's not secured in place, therefore it's not compliant. Number 3, our waste water tank, or grey water as it's known. When we remove it, we remove the trap and the vent at the back. We need caps to plug those holes so we don't spill it. We haven't got a 32mm cap for that one and a 32mm cap for that one, therefore that's a failure. Staying in this area, our straps, not sufficient. When these are full, these are quite weighty apparently, and these just aren't sufficient, despite being secured in place there, 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 and there. A very neat job, I thought, but not rigid straps, not compliant. And finally in this area, this U-trap, he wants it extended out to here where it's secured in place and then into the waste tank. And the reason for that is when you remove the waste tank, he doesn't want any drips of wastewater to drop on the inside of the cabinet. So yeah, need to extend that to here, secure it in place, then it comes back to here, and then it's compliant. But at the moment, as it is, not compliant. Oh no, I missed something. We're not actually finished under the sink. My freshwater supply pipe to the pump is clear. Needs to be opaque, because apparently if this is exposed to light, it will get mould on the inside. The fact that there's a cupboard door going to go on there makes no difference whatsoever. It needs to be opaque. So, yep, that was another point. And then the final point underneath here was this top, which I sort of agree. I agree with this one. It's probably not the best seal around there. So what I need is this. So basically, I can have my pipe going down into my tank. When I want to disconnect, I can undo that, and then the pipe comes away and the tank comes out. So I'll wear that one, but as it is, not compliant. Need to install those bits. And one last item, which I have to take you outside for, and thankfully it stopped raining. I'm still crying though. The vent for the waste tank, which comes out underneath here somewhere. If I can show you. You probably can't see that, but what that needs to do is that needs to be diverted away from any opening doors or windows. So as it stands, it's underneath there, opening door, opening window. It needs to be extended from there to the centre of the van and secured up in position. But as it is, not compliant, so I'm not going to do it again. Yeah. So there we go, people. I was hoping to have a happy end to this video, but what can you do? Everything I've done in here, I did because I thought it was compliant. And there is guidance on the internet, but not to the extent where it tells you that you need caps for the waste tank when you remove it to avoid spilling water. I just thought if you're an adult and you've got a steady hand, that was good enough. I've got my own opinions on the observations which have been highlighted, but ultimately it's something that needs to be complied with. what can I do? So we'll get these bits done hopefully next week, and hopefully we'll try and get it in for a retest, and I'll do another video detailing that, hopefully with a more positive outcome. But anyway, if you do like the content I put out, good and bad, highs and lows, then please consider giving us a thumbs up, liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It helps us grow, helps the algorithm push us out there. And once we get this, there'll be some adventures coming, not just boring van build stuff. There'll be some actual adventures in New Zealand. But for now, guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.